Alright, welcome back to my channel guys, and today we're going to be playing a new scenario, Deep Freeze, using the same steam locomotives. So let's see which one it is this time. Alright, so this one is definitely class 8F or class 6B, depending on what we are hauling. So you'll be transporting coal from your current, okay, yeah. So that means it's class 8F. Okay, so we need to drive 23 miles, okay, that's interesting. Beautiful. So it's snowing outside today and we are hauling coal. Let's see how long is the train though. Not too long actually. It's just like 10 wagons, I guess. So we do have a stop signal ahead. Alright, I'll have to slow down a bit. But it says 23 miles, so we may not have to stop actually. Wow, beautiful. Alright, let's give it a bump. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, we need to stop because we have a red signal. And I hope we stop. Oh no. Oh, actually it turns green. Okay, cool. So we're going uphill. That means obviously, we won't be crossing a lot of speed. It would maybe just because we have about 10 loaded wagons, so we may reach 40, but I don't think so we would actually be able to cross that. But the snowy weather looks really amazing. Beautiful. Oh, we are actually at 43. That's a good enough speed. I didn't think it would actually go beyond 40, but now it's actually 50. So I'm assuming we are going downhill right now. Look at all the smoke. Beautiful. Almost as if like driving in the real snow. That's a nice little station. Okay, yeah, that's why. So there is a train actually going on the same track ahead of us. That's why the headboard is actually showing yellow signal or red signal. But the moment the train crosses that particular location, the signal turns green for us. This is absolutely stunning view. Amazing. I Since from the beginning of this LMS series or peak forest line scenarios, I was actually hoping we get to drive at least one scenario or one task where like we get from one city to another city like non-stop. And I think this is the one. It's beautiful. Didn't expect it to be a snowy weather, but it's like uh, you know cream on the cake. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. So it seems to be a busy route though. So you can see how the cab inside vibrates or moves, like while at a speed of 62 miles per hour. It kind of tells you, like, how fast we are going. It kind of depicts, like, how fast we would be going actually, looking at the way the whole cab moves or the locomotive moves. It's pretty realistic. So we have green signal. That means we are still good to go. But we have to be very careful because I know there is a train that's going ahead of us, and if that decides to stop at any point, we would have to be very careful. Oh yeah, okay. So we may need to slow down, I guess. So that will see a red signal. Really. Yeah, that red signal is not turning green, so definitely need to stop. Full application brakes should be good enough for us. We hope we stop on time. Yeah, that one's not turning green, so we have to probably stop. Okay, it's green now. Alright, so we should be good. Oops, it's a lot of power. So that was a good speed breaker. I hope we gain the same speed. I was loving it, 62 miles per hour. Why was there a red signal? I think it could have been because there was another freight train coming, right? So it may have been because of that. But this route looks pretty busy because if you look, there's like constantly there are passenger trains and freight trains coming and going. So I'm assuming in the real time or real life, it's actually very busy route. such a serene weather. It actually reminds of that scenario. I think it was SD70 ACE, the American landscape, and we were driving through the Cheyenne to Laramide out through the snow-covered landscapes. It's beautiful, amazing. It's very serene, quiet. So we shouldn't be far from Buxton now. Yeah, 10 miles. Yeah. looks as if we are going downhill, but it actually is not. We are still climbing. There's no one sitting in the brake van, right? I'm still not sure about the concept of brake van because, like, why is it called brake van? Is it something like if the train or the front locomotive is having hard time stopping or applying brakes? So is it like the brake van will give you that kind of braking support? Okay. So as I'm reading online, it says a brake van on a train is a wagon that the rear of a goods train where a guard would sit with a handbrake. Okay, so it's actually a handbrake. Okay, interesting. The job of this wagon was to provide extra braking force for a train as an emergency handbrake should an unfitted train become uncoupled from the locomotive. Okay, okay. So it's actually if for whatever reason, let's say um, the wagons detach themselves from the actual locomotive or like the original train, then you know how would you stop those runaway wagons, right? So you at least have the rearmost brake van which could control that braking of those wagons. Interesting. Okay, that's, I mean, obviously the name suggests, so it has to do something with the braking of train, but it's quite fascinating to know how the engineering thought process worked. Like, okay, what if the train breaks or uncouples from the middle? Who's gonna stop it then, right? Okay, so we're gaining some speed. All the green signals, so we should be good. Okay, we are 5 miles away. Not too far. The speed is decent enough for us, so we don't even have to worry about stopping on time. So if I'm not wrong, I think this time we are going to Buxton Midland Station, which is, I think, if I remember correctly, this route diverges into two routes, right? One goes on the right side, which is probably the Chinle station, and the other one goes to the left, which is, I believe, maybe the Buxton. So I think we are probably gonna take the left diversion this time. So it must be actually a little bit hard running steam locomotives during this cold weather, right? Because the outside temperature actually, the outside temperature must be creating some, yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. So instead of going on the right, we are actually taking the left one. So, yeah, uh, okay, cool. So yeah, I think the cold weather must be like, affecting with the temperatures of the boiler. I mean, I don't know how much, but it should have some effect, right? Because it's such a cold weather, so definitely you have to maintain, or you have to put in more coal, or like, you basically need more burning power to produce the same amount of energy. Beautiful. Look at this valley, it's like amazing. But I love this drive. It was one of the best scenarios for peak forest line. I mean, I have to say, like the all mixed up scenario that we did, which was basically hauling and what you call it, like performing the depot duty tasks from one station to another station, and like kind of struggling to gain speed and all. That was longest one, but I thought that was actually very nice because we still got to drive from one city to another. But this one beats that. The weather, and we didn't have to make so much of stops, and it's hauling freight. What else do you need, right? It's kind of like the exactly the scenario that I was looking for in this particular series. seconds to go. 0.9 miles. Okay, so should be. It's still an uphill, so we do not want to close the regulators yet. All right, this should be good now. So speed's going down. We're about 800 yards from stopping point. So we probably may need a little bit more speed, but let's see. All right, looks like that's the end of the track as well. Stop. Okay, perfect. And that's the end of the scenario as well, as expected. Awesome. All right. Thanks for keeping up with me, guys, on this scenario. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next scenario. Till then, have fun. Goodbye.